Howdy, y'all. This is Thomas here, and today we have OMI, really interesting NFT crypto merger. Um, Definitely has a solid following, um, strong base of community, but not wide known. So could be a place to find some interesting and beautiful artwork. Um, for collectors, speculators, and kind of everybody in between. Again, not financial advice. Nobody forces you to do anything, so just be responsible in your own decisions. Um, so so eComi work has the OMI token, and it's very intertwined with the VEVE app. And what's interesting about this development team and the way they've chosen to go about it is they really focused a lot on the partnerships and the app, um, and instead of working more focused on the token. Um, so so that you could take that for what it's worth. Obviously, holder of OMI tokens wish the moon tonight, but it's an interesting play, and we'll see if going the long way around and not focus so much on price pumping, um, and of course, dumping, uh, will pay off in the long run. So we're gonna see if this terrible you know pennies on the dollar is a good entry point or representative of just a crappy coin. Um, so we have to do some due diligence and see, is this a discrepancy in the price to actual value. And obviously a token without utility is hard pressed to find an actual claim for value. So we have to find what this whole app what it's about, and where are they getting the value, the so-called value, from. um Side note, some probably a major factor on why the OMI token is down in the dumps is the fact that it's not really accessible um to the wide market, broad market. Remember that most crypto trades happen on Coinbase. Um, so not being listed on Coinbase, if you click on this get OMI, you can see that it's not listed on Coinbase. You can use Uniswap or some of these Bit4x. You can kind of use some more hidden and more kind of back channel crypto exchanges, but that are not as familiar, don't have the same brand as Coinbase, therefore not as widely accepted. So that that's definitely going to affect the trading volume, which is going to be represented in the price and just discovery. They're not on Main Street, so the discovery of OMI is just destined to be less. So they really specialize in collectible assets, these digital collectible assets, um, also known as NFTs. So this is the app here. I'm gonna take you into the app. This is the store. So they really have a well developed app here. It's very clean, works for me all the time. And the first thing that I notice is the brands. Okay, I mean, even though it's listed last in this little slide here, it's instantly recognizable. Timon and Puma, like that's gonna call my that's gonna catch my eye here. I'm looking at Marvels, so I'm interested in the Hulk. That's gonna say to me, do they have the licensing rights to produce this content, right? Because last thing you want to do is is put in, invest money into the NFT, no matter how little or or how big, and then a lawsuit happens between the companies over intellectual property, and it goes down the drain. So that's so that's going to be a big, a big thing. And the fact that these established partnerships, these are some of the they have different ways um, of collectibles, but really what I see is just such recognizable brands. These are everyday brands. Everybody knows them. You can find them all the time at Walmart. Um, so what's the value of that in comparison to some of the NFT collections that are inspired by a community of even 10,000, um, and the support that they've been wielding for that. What's the, what's Timon and Puma or Beauty and the Beast? What's that following like? These iconic brands um, is definitely where I see the most value right off the top. So they have the hard, the straight NFTs. They also have these interesting. They have the comics. So they sell out all the time. They're always sold out. Right away they drop, they sell out. The community here is small, in terms of number, but sure does have an appetite to consume. They will consume all the content that comes out of here, um, and and so this is just beautiful versions, of classic comics. Um, I'm just looking at Bishop here. I remember having a Bishop toy way back in the day. So yeah, and the beautiful thing about these are these brands are alive and well. Uh, Loki, his show, his TV series is doing great. It's so that's a whole bunch of their, these brands have proven their track record for marketing and long-term value, and have built in so much so much value. And the last 10 years, with all those superhero movies, um, a lot of the millennials convinced their kids that these were cool characters, taking them to the movies. So the brands live on. So some of these are this is the list of brands here. We got Back to the Future. What a classic. Um, you when you and they also got the VEVE verse coming. So their version of the metaverse, and talking with the developers of Pokemon Go. So if they can find a way to bring these brands into the augmented reality world, through gameplay, which is definitely up their alley. All of these brands have long list of games already well established, so these brands are not, they're very familiar with the revenue that the gaming world produces. So that would just be, definitely mind blowing. I could just see some. I could see a lot of potential in this, because, like I said, the branding is here. All of these are so mainstream. Cartoon Network, come on. And I got whole generations. You got Coca-Cola. Like, you got Coca-Cola. You're already making it to the top when you got these huge brand names. Uh, and why? That's what always um interests me is why are these brands choosing VEVE? They they have, one would assume that they have the power to start their own NFT, mint their NFTs on OpenSea. Um, so there has to be some intrinsic value that they're finding working with VEVE, through the app, and maybe it's the team itself, um, or really the fact that they have a huge market share of NFTs, um, marketplace that has gone unnoticed by mainstream, and VEVE maybe has made a smart play on collecting the big names, um, long before, uh, before they decided to take their own NFTs public. So this is a interesting conglomerate, and you have rivals here. You got DC and Marvel working together, so they're definitely crossing lines. Um, oh, there's so much value in here. This got 007. You're just gonna be somebody's gonna be walking around with the NFT golden gun, on the hip. There's just too much. There's just literally too much here to pass up, and they have a lot of, uh, these brands are locked in, so they're always, like I said, they're always looking to drop. They haven't dropped in a while, so I think they're in a consolidation phase. But anytime they do um, hit the floor, like I said, they're pretty sold out right away. Um, I sure do want this Woody. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, y'all know I have horses, and I want Woody. That's one of my favorite characters. So, and they're purchased in gems. I think that's also held a lot of people out. We'll just take a quick look at Woody. So they're purchased in gems, and the gems are a 1-to-1 ratio. But the fact that people haven't, it took a while to be the ability to be built in where you can trade your gems for dollars on the way out. That was that's a sticky point. It's like, how if I put my dollars in and I don't get gems, and I can buy and sell, but all I'm stuck in gems, that stops being so much of an asset builder, and more of like a pay to play kind of category. So definitely, in order to be considered investing, you got to be able to liquidate and get it off the platform, or if not, you just bought, you basically just pearled up or bought gems, and anything else in a pay to win. And I'm sure most of y'all are familiar with pay to win games. So like I said, beautiful art, clean, but it's the brands that just stick out here. So like I said, they fly off the radar. Some very classic looking characters. So we'll see. We'll definitely keep our eye out on this. Let me know if y'all ever heard about this before. And I'm just validating something, or hopefully I brought some some new value, some insight. If you heard about it before, if it's your first time, let me know. If you're enjoying new discoveries, then maybe take a moment to subscribe to the channel, and motivate me to kind of step outside the shell and put this work up. 'Cause I'm doing the work anyways. I'm out here, I'm just trying to stay on the cutting edge at all times. So yeah, if it brings value, I'll share it with y'all. All right, see y'all on the next one.